Alpen Pharmaceuticals in association with Higher Secondary Principals Forum.
Hi everyone. In the previous session, we all discussed about the basic concepts of dissolution of partnership form. That is, what is dissolution, why the firms are to be dissolved, and what is the procedure to settle the books of accounts on dissolution of a partnership firm. Today, we will see the practical aspect of the dissolution of partnership firm. As you can see from the screen, I am going to solve one problem on dissolution of partnership firm. You are given the balance sheet of Vinit and Yogesh as at 31st March 2020. You are given various assets and various liabilities. Okay. Below that, it is said the firm was dissolved on 31st March 2020. The assets were realized and liabilities were paid as under. Student, when we dissolve the firm, dissolution means not just pulling down the shutter of the business organization. You just cannot close the doors and you can quit from that. You have to settle the books of accounts. So, to settle the books of account, first of all you have to close all the assets and liabilities account given in your balance sheet. As you can see on the liability side, you are given liability like creditors, Vinit's loan, that is Mrs. Vinit's loan, Mr. Yogesh loan, investment fluctuation fund, capital balance. Now, creditors is a external liability that has to be paid first. Mrs. Vinit's loan. Here, the loan is taken from Mrs. Vinit. Vinit is your partner, but Mrs. Vinit is an external party. So, that also has to be paid. Mr. Yogesh is a partner, it is internal liability. You should not transfer it to realization account. So, investment fluctuation fund, that also you have to transfer. Then capital balance is internal liability, that also you have to transfer to the partner's capital account. How to go about this? To settle the books of account on dissolution of a partnership firm, whatever may be the reason for the dissolution, we have to settle the account by preparing these three ledger account. First one is realization account. Realization account. It has two sides. On the debit side, we have two columns. First one is particulars, then amount. Of course, amount is in Indian rupees. Particulars and amount also on the credit side. So, this is the main account which you have to prepare on dissolution of a partnership firm. Okay. Then we have to prepare the second account is partners capital account. Partners capital accounts. So, on debit side, we have to write particulars, partner Vinit and partner Yogesh. On the credit side also, the same columns, that is particulars, partner Vinith and partner Yogesh. So, this is the second account. Then the third one is bank account. On the debit side, we write particulars, amount, credit side also particulars and amounts. So, to settle the books of accounts on dissolution of a partnership firm, normally we prepare these three accounts, that is, first account is realization account, second account is partners capital account, and third one is bank account. Now, how to go about this? Now, let us start with the liabilities. On the liability side, we have liabilities like creditors. Creditors is a external liability. So, we have to close all external liabilities account by transferring to realization account. As I told you in the first session, when we transfer liabilities, it comes on the credit side because liabilities have credit balance. So, to close that liability account or creditors account, so we have to debit that, okay, that realization. So, when you write it, it comes on the credit side by sundry liabilities account. Sundry liabilities account. As already told you all, suppose it is a creditors account. Creditors is a liability. Now, creditors have credit balance. So, by balance brought down, suppose your creditor balance was 3,60,000. Now, since the firm is closed, you have to close down this creditors account also. So, to close this, you have to make zero this balance. To make this zero, so you have to write 3,60,000 total, bring to the debit side the same total. Now, we write this as, that is 3,60,000 to realization account. To realization account. So, 3,60,000, there is no credit balance, so this account is closed. So, how you read this journal entry? Creditors account debit to realization account. When you transfer to your realization account, comes on credit side by sundry liabilities account, that is creditors. Creditors, it is rupees 3,60,000. 3,60,000. Then we have Mrs. Vinith's loan. The loan is taken from Mrs. Vinith. Vinith is a partner, but the loan is taken from his Mrs. So, it becomes outside liability. Like how we close creditors account, okay, same way you have to close Mrs. Vinith's loan by transferring to realization account. It comes as Mrs. Vinith's loan. Vinith's loan. The loan amount is rupees 60,000. Loan amount is 60,000. Then we have Mr. Yogesh loan. Yogesh is a partner. It is a internal liability. Now, first you have to pay the external liabilities. After paying the external liabilities, you have to make the payment to Mr. Yogesh towards his loan before paying other partners towards their capital. So, let me write it in the, that is Yogesh loan account. Yogesh loan account. Yogesh loan account. So, you have two columns on the debit side, particulars, amount, credit side also, particulars, then amount. Since loan is a liability, it has got credit balance. So, by balance brought down, it is rupees 1 lakh. 1 lakh. We are not transferred Yogesh loan to realization account because this is internal liability. Whereas we transferred Mrs. Vinith's loan because it is a external liability. Then next is investment fluctuation fund. Investment fluctuation fund. So, investment fluctuation fund is rupees 30,000. Actually, this investment fluctuation fund, it is a valuation asset or contra asset or link asset. So, on the asset side, you are given investment. So, because of that, you should not distribute it among the partners, it should be transferred to realization account to close that account. Then we have partners capital. So, partners capital account, you have to write on the credit side, by balance brought down, it is rupees 2 lakh and rupees 1 lakh. 2 lakh and 1 lakh. So, what we did here? We closed all the external liabilities account by transferring to realization account. Partners capital account, we transferred that partners capital balance, we transferred to partners capital account, and that partners loan we transferred to partners loan account. Now, coming to asset side, we have bank balance. Bank balance, it is in the liquid form, it need not be realized. So, we have to transfer that bank balance as it is to your bank accounts. So, to balance brought down, your bank balance is rupees 80,000. Bank balance is rupees 80,000. Then we have other assets like stock. Stock, I told, transfer all realizable assets. So, realizable asset means the asset which can be disposed of and you can recover money on sale of those assets. Okay? So, only those assets you have to transfer. So, when you transfer, now let us assume that stock account is there, stock account. Stock account is a asset having debit balance. All assets have debit balance. So, it comes on debit side as to balance brought down, the stock is rupees 70,000. So, 70,000. From this account only, the balance is shown in the balance sheet on the asset side. Now, since the firm is closed, we have to close the stock account also. Closing stock account means you have to make this balance as nil. Your stock account is showing a balance of rupees 70,000. Now, we have to make this account balance as nil. We have to close this account. We close this account by transferring to realization account. So, this is 70,000. Bring that 70,000 to the credit side. So, to make this balance 0, you have to put this rupees 70,000 and this we transfer to an account called realization account. So, how you read this journal entry? Realization account debit to stock account. Journal entry for that is realization account debit to stock account. So, this account is closed. Now, we are closing this account by transferring to realization account. So, when you transfer, it comes on the debit side as to sundry assets account. Under this heading, we list out all the assets. Stock rupees 70,000. Stock rupees 70,000. Next is investment. Like how we close the stock account, same we have to close the investment account also. So, investment also can be realized. You can dispose of whatever the investment you have, you can recover the money. So, that is why we are transferring investments is rupees 1 lakh. Investment is rupees 1 lakh. Then we have debtors. Debtors is a link asset, or what you call, it is a contra asset. This asset, whatever the asset is shown in the problem, okay, there are two items clubbed together. That is, debtors is 2 lakh rupees, and from 2 lakh, the provision for bad and doubtful debt is minus by rupees 20,000, and finally it is shown in the outer column 1,80,000. So, debtors and provision for bad and doubtful debts, they are totally different accounts. Okay, it is a matter of presentation. Otherwise, instead of minusing that what you call 20,000 on the asset side of balance sheet, the same provision for bad and doubtful can be shown it on the liability side of the balance sheet. It is a matter of presentation. Now, we have to transfer the debit balance here. So, the debit balance is, that is, debtors debit balance is rupees 2 lakh. Debtors debit balance is rupees 2 lakh. And that whatever the provision is there, that is provision for bad and doubtful debt, that should be credited. So, I will write it afterwards. Then there is one more asset called fixed assets account. So, fixed assets also can be realized. So, the total value of fixed asset is rupees 3,80,000. 3,80,000. So, this is the total assets. Stock is 70,000, investment is 1 lakh, debtors is 2 lakh, and fixed asset is 3,80,000. So, the total of all this, we have to put it in the outer column, that is 7,50,000. Other way is, instead of writing this way, you can put directly stock rupees 70,000, investment 1 lakh, debtors 2 lakh, and fixed asset 3,80,000. So, if you are writing in the outer column, there is no need for you to write this inner column and find the total, put the total in the outer column. So, this is how you have to close all the assets account and all the liabilities account. So, the liabilities also, the total of the liabilities, you have to put it in the outer column. So, this comes to 4,50,000. So, what we did now is, we closed all the liabilities accounts, that is external liabilities we transferred to realization account, internal liabilities we transferred to the partners capital account, and Mr. Yogesh loan account. So, all the liabilities are adjusted. Now, coming to the asset side, as I told you, debtors we have written here gross figure. Gross figure means this is the figure before making the adjustment for provision for bad and doubtful debt. That provision for bad and doubtful debt, you have to write it on the credit side by provision for doubtful debt account or RDD account, that is rupees 20,000. Here we have taken the gross figure. Instead of 1,80,000, we have taken 2 lakh. Debtors is having the debit balance. So, to close that, you have to write it on the debit side of realization account, and RDD is a provision, has got the credit balance. So, you have to put it on the credit side. So, we have transferred all the items from the balance sheet. One thing is, the very important thing which you have to keep in mind is, whatever the items are given in the balance sheet, they have only one effect. One effect means they appear at only one place. So, we have transferred all the items from the balance sheet. Now, let us go for adjustment. He says the firm was dissolved on 31st March 2020 and assets were realized and liability paid were as follows. 1. Vineet promised to pay off Mrs. Vineet's loan. Actually, Mrs. Vineet's loan is a external liabilities. The firm has to pay actually, but here Vineet agreed to discharge the loan of his Mrs. So, when the liability is taken over, that comes on the debit side as to Vineet's capital account. Vineet's capital account. This is for Mrs. Vineet's loan taken over. What was the loan amount? It is rupees 60,000. So, we have to write 60,000 here. Okay. Actually, the Vineet's loan is a firm's liability. Firm are supposed to pay this, but since the Vineet promised to pay that loan, so that we have to debit Vineet's capital account to realization account. Then he took away stock at 20% discount. He took one liability as well as one asset. If asset is taken over, you have to debit Vineet's capital account, because to that extent the firm's liability towards Vineet decreases. So, it is also the relation of asset only, but the only thing is we are not getting cash, but we are going to pay less to that partner. To that extent it is as good as amount realized. So, by Vineet's capital account, Vineet's capital account, this is for stock taken over. Actually, the stock was rupees 70,000. Stock was 70,000. So, Vineet took away stock at 20% discount. So, this 70,000 is 100%, but he is taking a discount of 20%. So, 100 minus 20, that is he is taking at 80% of this. So, 80% of this gives you 56,000. Other way you can do is 70,000, you can find 20% of this, 20% of this, that is 20 ones are 25 are 5 ones are 5, 5 4s are, so it comes 14,000. So, 14,000 is the discount from 70,000. If you minus 14,000, what remains is 56,000. So, this is the value taken over by Vineet. So, this we have to write 56,000 here, 56,000. So, this is your adjustment number 1. Now, coming to the next adjustment, that is adjustment number 2. Adjustment number 2. Yogesh took away 90% of the investment at 10% discount. Okay, your investment was rupees 1 lakh. Investment was rupees 1 lakh. Okay, Yogesh took 90% of this. 90% of 1 lakh gives you 90,000. The total investment given in the problem is 1 lakh. This investment is taken over by Yogesh. How much? He didn't take the full investment, he took only 90% of 1 lakh. So, 90% of 1 lakh gives you 90,000, but this he took at a discount of 10%. So, discount of 10% means he took it again for 90%. So, 10% is discount. So, it is 90% of this gives you 81,000. That means investment costing rupee 90,000 is taken over by Yogesh at an agreed valuation of rupees 81,000. So, that you have to write here by Yogesh's capital account. Yogesh's capital account, he has taken, I think he has taken one more asset. So, since he has taken more than one asset, we will write it in the inner column. So, investment he took it for 81,000. So, this is your adjustment number 2. Now, coming to third adjustment, fixed assets realized rupees 2,82,000. So, by bank account, when you sell the assets, you are going to get the money. So, we sold fixed assets for 2,82,000. Now, you don't worry about the original value. Your fixed assets were for rupees 3,80,000. Now, these assets are sold for 2,82,000. Whatever the actual money you received on sale of asset, that should be taken. You don't bother about the book value or the original value of the fixed assets. So, fixed assets realized 2,82,000 and remaining investment. Now, as you know, the total investments were 1 lakh. Out of 1 lakh, 90% of the investments are taken over by Yogesh at 90%. So, this is the thing. So, now remaining investments are 10,000. Your total investments were 1 lakh. Out of 1 lakh, 90%. Okay. So, 90% is 90,000 and remaining is 10%. 10% is 10,000. So, these investments realized rupees 7,500. So, investment realized is rupees 7,500. Okay. That is 90% of investments are taken over by partner and remaining investment realized. These 10,000 investments realized rupees 7,500. We are getting this money. So, you have to credit it to your realization account. Then there was an old furniture which has been written off completely from the books. Yogesh took away the same for rupees 4,000. This is an unrecorded asset. Unrecorded assets we are not going to transfer here because already told that, okay, unrecorded means there is no ledger account. When there is no ledger account, there is no question of closing those assets account. Whatever the assets are recorded, those ledgers are there. To close those assets, you have to transfer to the realization account. Now here, whatever the amount is there, so that is 4,000 is the agreed value of the old furniture taken over by Yogesh. So, Yogesh took over old furniture which is not recorded, that he took it for 4,000. So, 4,000. Now, he took investment of rupees 81,000, furniture of rupees 4,000. So, total value of asset taken over comes to 85,000. Now, in case of Vineet, he took only one asset, stocks. So, because of that, I have not shown under this. So, we wrote directly here in the outer column. Whenever partner take over more than one asset, you have to show the details here. What are the assets taken over by that particular partner. So, this is for the asset taken over by Vineet. This is the entry for the asset taken over by Yogesh. Now, the adjustment number 5 is Sunil a debtor of rupees 50,000. Sunil a debtor of rupees 50,000. To pay, pay the amount due after 3 months after the date of dissolution. But he was allowed a discount of 5% for making payment immediately. Now your total debtors is 2 lakh. Total debtors were 2 lakh. This is the total debtors. Out of this, there was one class of debtors costing rupees 50,000. And this particular, what you call a debtor by name Sunil, he was supposed to pay this money after 3 months, but he is paying the money immediately. For that, he is given a discount at 5%. So given a discount of 5% means we get only 95% of this, 95% of this, or 5% you can minus. So it comes to 97,500. That is 5% of 50,000 is 2,500. Now 2,500 you minus from 50,000, what you get is 47,500. Then out of 2,000 total debtors, one of the debtor is Sunil, he was supposed to pay 50,000. Remaining debtors are 1,50,000. Total debtors were 2 lakh. Out of 2 lakh, one debtor is Sunil, he was supposed to pay 50,000. So we gave him 5% discount, means he gave you the money of 47,500. And these debtors realized full. These debtors realized full means 1,50,000. So what is the total money realized? This plus this. So 1,97,500. So debtors realized is rupees 1,97,500. 1,97,500. Then this is the only thing. Now this is the total amount realized. So 0, 0, that is also 0, 8, 4. So 4,87,000. 4,87,000 is the total assets realized. Then coming to the next adjustment. Now we sold the assets, we have got the money, that is 4,87,000 is there. Now we can start making payment. Since we have got sufficient money to pay for the external liabilities, first you have to pay the external liabilities. Now adjustment number 6 is creditors were paid rupees 3,50,000 in full settlement of their claim. You were supposed to pay 3,60,000, but they took only, so this asset taken over by, we have written this, okay. Now this, since we got this money, so this money should be used to pay these creditors. So it comes on the debit side to bank account. Bank account, that is creditors. Now here we had total 3 liabilities. One is creditors. The information is given about the creditors, how much money is paid. This Vinith's loan is taken over by Vinith, so that is also settled. No information is given about the investment fluctuation fund. So that you should not pay for this, it is a internal book adjustment. So creditors paid is rupees 3,50,000. 3,50,000. So this is the only thing you have to pay. We need not pay this. Okay. So this do not requires any payment. So that is why no payment should be made for this. Now the last adjustment is realization expenses rupees 2,000 were paid by Yogesh. So realization expenses actually the firm has to pay, but now here Yogesh is paying that. So once he pay, you have to debit his account. So to Yogesh capital account. Yogesh capital account. This is for expenses. So how much expenses? Realization expenses paid by Yogesh is rupees 2,000. So we have transferred all the item from the balance sheet. Then we have made all the adjustment. Once all the adjustments are over, now we have to balance the realization account. So these are the items on the debit side of realization account. These are the items on the credit side of realization account. Now we have to see which side total is greater, whether the debit side total is greater or credit side total is greater. If you look at this debit side, approximately you will come to know that the debit side total is greater. When the credit side total, debit side total is greater, you have to add this on the debit side. 7,50,000 plus 60,000 plus 3,50,000 plus 2,000. So 11,62,000. Bring the same 11,62,000 to the credit side. So what we did? We removed the total on the debit side because the debit side total is greater than the credit side total. So the total on the debit side is 11,62,000. 11,62,000 minus 4,50,000 minus 20,000 minus 56,000 minus 85,000 minus 4,87,000. So this what you have to minus it. So the balancing figure is 64,000. So debit side total minus credit side total up to here. When we minus, you will get the difference of rupees 64,000. This is called loss on realization. So this loss on realization should be transferred to partner's capital account. So by partner's capital account, this is loss transferred. Loss transferred to partner's capital account is this. So whatever 64,000 what you call loss is there, that should be distributed among the partners Vineet and Yogesh in their profit sharing ratio. In the problem it says following is the balance sheet of Vineet and Yogesh as at 31st March 2020, but the profit sharing ratio is not given here. When the profit sharing ratio is not given in the problem, you have to make use of the rules applicable in the absence of partnership deed. So what is the rule applicable in the absence of partnership deed? When there is no profit sharing ratio, that profit or loss is to be distributed or apportioned among the partners in the equal ratio. So applying that rule, so right here, that is Vineet. Vineet, total loss is 64,000. 64,000 distributed equally. There are two partners, 1:1. So 64,000 is to 64,000 into 1/2, that gives you 32,000. Same way, Yogesh also 64,000 was the total loss. We have to divide it equally. So this one will also get 32,000. So this is the loss transferred to partner's capital account. So with this your realization account is closed. Okay, what we have done is we just realize all the assets and only the external liabilities are paid. Now we have to make the entries, okay, for the double effect. Now these entries, this is entry 1, this entry 2, they appear, they have got only one effect because we close the assets account, liabilities account by transferring to this, so they have only one effect. Now rest of the entries have two effect. So let us go one by one. So here Vinith's capital account is debit. Okay, when Vinith's account is debited to realization account as entry, realization account debit to Vinith's capital account. So when he post it, here he debit means in the Vinith's also it won't come debit, it comes on the credit side because every debit is having corresponding credit. It is because of the double entry system of accounting. So by realization account, this is for loan taken over. He took the loan, okay, of rupees 60,000. So the first effect is in realization account debit side, second effect is in realization account on partners capital account credit side. Now the next one is bank account. How we read this entry? Realization account debit to bank account. So here bank is debit, so you have to write it on the credit side. By realization account, by realization account, it is liabilities paid. Liabilities paid is rupees 3,50,000. 3,50,000. Now the next one is Yogesh capital account. How we read this? Realization account debit to Yogesh capital account. In Yogesh capital account, by realization account, by realization account, this is for the expenses paid by Yogesh. It is rupees 2,000. So this posting you have done. Posting you should not do for this. Only for these entries you have to do the posting. So in Vinith's capital account, we wrote it on the credit side. In bank account, we wrote it on credit side since it is debit. So here Yogesh capital account, we wrote it on the credit side. Then that Yogesh loan is there. That Yogesh loan before paying to this, okay, what you call partners capital, you have to pay the Yogesh. Okay, when you pay to Yogesh, that is Yogesh is the receiver. So debit the receiver, credit the giver. So Yogesh account debit to bank account. This is for payment of loan. It is rupees 1 lakh. So here Yogesh capital bank account means in bank account it is by Yogesh's loan. Yogesh loan account rupees 1 lakh. Let us see, there is one more item we missed out. Partners, that asset side, that accumulated profit is loss is there. So to profit and loss account, that is accumulated loss. Accumulated loss is 40,000. So divide it equally, 20,000, 20,000. So this is the accumulated loss. You have to close it by transferring to partners capital account. So now this side, Vinith's capital account debit to realization account. So to realization account, in Vinith's column rupees 56,000. Then Yogesh capital account debit to realization account. So to realization account this is for stock taken over, this is for assets taken over. Assets taken over is 85,000. So we have completed all this double entry posting. Now you have to check with partners capital account. So which side total is, and the last one is, so we have completed up to here. So this entry, bank account debit to realization account. So in bank account to realization account, this is for assets realized. Assets realized is 4,87,000. So the entry is bank account debit to realization account. So in realization account it is on credit side, means in bank account it comes on debit side. Then you have to transfer this loss, okay, partners capital account debit to realization account. So to realization account, this is for loss on realization. It is rupees 32,000. So let us check whether we have missed out anything. So this entry is only one effect. This Vinith's capital account, okay, you have to write in Vinith's capital account on credit side, that is 60,000 return. So this is for payment of liabilities in bank account, you have to write it on credit side. So we have written that. Yogesh capital account, credit side, that is entered. So up to here we need not make the posting. So start from here, Vinith's capital account, okay, on debit side 56,000, Yogesh capital account debit side 85,000, this is for asset taken over. Then final loss is 32,000, we transferred here. And this Yogesh loan was there, we paid the loan and we transferred it to bank account. So after paying the external liabilities, you have to pay partners loan, so we paid the partners loan. Now we have to pay the internal liabilities. So for that purpose you have to balance this. So we have to see which side total is greater. Let us go one by one. This is 1,02,000. This side is 20,000 plus 85,000 plus 32,000. Which side total is more? As far as Yogesh is concerned, so his capital balance on the debit side is more. So this is 1,37,000. Bring that 1,37,000. Its debit balance is 20,000 plus 85,000. So 1,05,000 plus 32, 1,37,000. So bring that 1,37,000 here. From 1,37,000 you have to minus 1,02,000. So the difference is 35,000. So his debit is more. So this is the deficit amount. So you have to ask that person to bring the money. So by bank account. This is deficit. So his debit is, the debit side total is greater than credit side total. That means this much is the deficit amount, shortage amount. So he has to bring. Once he bring, the entry is bank account debit to partners capital account. So in bank account to Yogesh's capital account. Yogesh's capital account. This is for deficit amount. Shortage amount he brought, that is 35,000. So the Yogesh capital account is closed. Now you have to close the Vinith's capital account. So here it is 2 lakh plus 60,000, 2,60,000. Here it is 20,000 plus 56,000 plus 32,000. So the credit side total is more. this is 2,60,000. Bring that 2,60,000. So 2,60,000 we brought it here. From this you have to minus 20,000 plus 56,000 plus 32,000. So it comes to 0, 0, 0, 2, 5, 1. So 1,52,000, this is the surplus money. So you have to pay to him. So to bank account, this is the surplus money, you have to pay back to him. So once you pay the entry, partner capital account debit to bank account. So in bank account, it is by Vinith's capital account. Vinith's capital account. This is paid in final settlement. Final settlement 1,52,000. 1,52,000. So everything is taken over. All items are taken into account. Now you have to see the bank account balance. So on the credit side, 3,50,000 plus 1 lakh, 4,50,000, 4,50,000 plus 1,52,000 is 6,02,000. 6,02,000. So here first place 0, second place 0, third place 0, 2, 6,02,000. So our bank account tallies. So our inflows of cash, we had balance of rupees 80,000 and we received 4,87,000 on sale of assets, and from Yogesh we received rupees 35,000. So this is what we have received, 6,02,000, and we paid liabilities, external liability 3,50,000, partners loan of rupees 1 lakh, and partner surplus balance in final payment 1,52,000. So this also comes to 6,02,000. So bank account tallies means our books of accounts are settled, our books of accounts are closed. So this is how you have to settle the books of account on dissolution of a partnership firm.
Prudent Scholars, powered by Lupin Pharmaceuticals.